And welcome to a rather unusual edition of We Try Wednesday. Now, normally you know that we like to try food or beverages or things like that, but we also like to do experiences. And we also like to meet some of the more interesting people in and around town. And this morning, we're going to combine the interesting people and the interesting experiences into one very special show. And I would like to take this moment to welcome Erlene McConnell, better known as the Beauty of Raw, into the studio. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I am doing fantastic. We've heard your commercials. You had that amazing article in ChattanoogaPulse.com. You've got a fascinating history, but for those that are not familiar with you, briefly describe who you are and why you're here.
I'm Erlene McConnell from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I am a clairvoyant medium, but I have every active psychic ability.
Wow. Now, how did this all begin?
Well, I had a long life of just trying to get settled into what was going on with me. It's been going on since I was a child, but I did not discover that I was gifted at all until I was like 12. And just really coming into that about 10 or 12, but I've been seeing things all my life, people that are not there. My parents never made it seem awkward, so I didn't feel awkward.
And that's an interesting take, because I've heard this from people that would have visions as children, and parents and teachers and medical people would think that, oh, well, you need to be medicated, or there's something wrong with you. It sounds like your parents took the opposite approach.
They did take the opposite approach, but I wanted to be medicated. I wanted it to stop.
Oh.
Yes, I did. I wanted it to stop. I wanted to feel like everyone else.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever want to feel like everybody else.
I did, though. I really did. I wanted to be around people and not feel a certain way.
And as a child, that makes a lot of sense. But as you got older, it sounds like you became to not only embrace but appreciate your gifts.
I started to appreciate it in my late 20s. As I said, I struggled with it a lot. And as an adult, you go through things. You know, sometimes you come across other adults, sometimes you come across other people that don't feel so liking to you. They don't like you, they're angry at you, you don't know why. And so it hurts. It hurts a lot.
Now, one phrase that was used in the story that I read about you was soul therapist. Okay, now that sounds interesting.
Yes. Well, where you go to a regular therapist, I'm a soul therapist, so I don't just talk to you and listen to you and give you little exercises to do. I want to get to the very depth of what's making you cry, what's making you emotional. A lot of that is connected to our energy sometimes, and the people that we're around, we absorb different things from them, which can create our depression, which can create stomach illnesses and things like that. So that's what I do.
That sounds amazing, and I'm fascinated to hear that. But we need to talk about something I think is even more amazing. You've got a TV show coming?
Yes, I do. Psychic Life Uncut.
And that's going to be with...
It is going to be on Amazon Prime. I'm also going to be on Tubi as well, but the next season will be on Netflix.
Okay, so when does the show start?
It should be on the air by the end of July.
Okay, so what's the show going to be about?
Well, it's giving people, the first season gives them a peek inside of everything that I do as far as like work. This one not so much into my personal life. The next season will be, but they get to see me working with people from different places in Tennessee. People came out from everywhere, but we filmed it in Chattanooga. I wouldn't film it nowhere else.
All right, so before we get into the We Try portion of this, how can people find out more about you and get in touch with you?
You can Google me, Beauty of Raw Spiritual LLC. You can look me up pretty much on any platform. Type in my business name, Beauty of Raw. It'll pull me right up and you can book. I do house calls. I also work abroad. I work with anyone from around the world. And FaceTime, Skype, Duo, phone. You can reach me.
All right, it's Beauty of Raw, R-A, Beauty of Raw. And now for, we're going to take a break here, but you can watch the entire video, because what we're going to do next is Erlene is going to sit down with our good friend Keely to do a reading as the We Try Wednesday video continues. For the folks on air, well, head on over to our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. You're going to want to see this. It's at Big FM 1069.
I've never had this. I've never done this. I'm excited.
Well, I was just going to read your energy, but you have a spirit guide that's with you. It is a really pretty older woman. She has short hair. She has a nice smile. Her hair is graying. Like I'm trying to distinguish if her hair is light colored or just gray. Like, is it blonde or is it graying? But she's shorter than you and me, for sure. But I see her standing over on the side of you. But looking at your energy right now, it definitely shows you having some emotional decisions to make in the immediate and near future. You got a lot of emotional confusion going on. And I'm also seeing you having some trust issues with people, but I see you forgiving certain people that you're connected to. You're gonna have a lot of people from your past trying to reconnect with you and asking for forgiveness from you for certain things. I definitely see you wanting to bring in more income, and I'm seeing you having an opportunity coming to you in September to make more money. So that's one decision that you have coming up. I do see your energy being calm, but you got some minor digestive issues, and I'm seeing you trying to cut some stuff out of your diet because of it. And so now, for whatever reason, I see the visual of you. It's like you playing with a small child. I hear the child laughing, but the child is probably like no taller. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would say it's a child under 5, definitely. And I see you chasing this small child, and I see a man sitting on the sofa. The sofa is light colored. His hair is brown, but he's just sitting on the sofa looking at something, not really paying attention to you chasing the child. And then I just heard a voice tell me, Keely, you're doing awesome. So if you have any doubt in your mind that it's something that you're not doing right, one of your spirit guides are speaking through, and they're encouraging you and telling you that you're doing everything right. So you shouldn't have any doubts about anything. There's also a man here. He has like a medium to thick build. He's kind of on the husky side. He's not fat at all, but he has on a button-down shirt. He has on some slacks. He is an older man. He does have gray hair. It's kind of thin and short here. He combs it this way. He said, but I like to cut it short sometimes. He's a very active man, and I know that sometimes for sure he had issues with holding his pants up. So occasionally he grabbed him a pair of suspenders if he was going somewhere. He is taller than me for sure. Now, I'm not for sure why he would be showing me it's so strange. I'm not for sure why he would be showing me like it almost looks like a marriage license or some kind of certificate like that. But I don't know if that's a symbol of an addition to the family or somebody in your family get married soon. But that's what this person shows me. He's one of the elders in your family. So, all right. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
I feel weirded out by that. I do, because I was not expecting for anybody to just come in and hop in on this. I wasn't expecting that.
No, it's just more than I don't know. I didn't expect that.
Normally, I sit down with somebody. Yeah, the people do show up, but I mean, we're here. In the station, and I was not expecting that. It's got the hair standing up on my arms. You know what I'm saying?
It's more than I expected.